Hello again, and thank you for joining me. My name is Miss Margaret. Finally, I'm telling you my name, and that's part of what I want to talk about today. Was it a pen name or was it a prison? I started out with a pen name when I was about 30 some odd years old. At the time, I did it out of respect for my mom. And then it became unnecessary as time went on because I never published the book. Well, now I've decided I'm going to publish the book. It is not the 58-year-old me, which I am now, but it is the 40-year-old me. And that person was interesting. I'm really proud of what I did. As racy as it is, it represents a time in life when you spread your wings and you try to do the things that you've always wanted to do and do it with strength. Do it fearlessly. Do it fearlessly. And that's how I felt. I'm still that person. I just would not have started that project at this point in my life. But because I have the manuscript, it seems a little silly to have it all this time and just not be willing to share it. But when you've written something and you want to publish it, you find out very quickly that there's that cringe that you get every time. It's like after you've had a baby, I suppose. I don't have any kids, but I would think that if you have a baby and you're showing your baby all around, it's your baby. And suppose someone says the baby is ugly. So that's what it's like to have a manuscript unpublished. Now, what do I need to tell you about my next steps? Well, I've decided that one, like I said, I need to do the intro and the outro. Two, I need to create my Illustrator and Photoshop files to make sure that I have consistency in the brand. What you've seen so far really was just a test, just to see if it resonated with people. And that's another good point. I am going to upload a video in a little while. Actually, not in a little while, maybe in a day or two. I'm really trying to write out an intro and an outro, meaning how the video starts and how the video ends each time, because it needs to be consistent. I've also made a decision about whether or not to use my name. If you change your handle on YouTube or you change your channel name, you have 14 days to change it back. Now, if you want to change it more than 3 times inside of 9 months, you are out of luck, so be firm in your decision. So I was talking about the asset files. I need to create templates. I need to write scripts that don't change, the ones that are consistent. Sometimes in TV production, in the olden days, we used to call it a donut. I don't know if they still do that or not. If they have another name for it, this word template comes to mind. And I think that's a word most people would know. So with this change of brand and change of direction with sub-branding for Sapphire Bloom, you're going to see a lot of changes. And at the moment, I don't want to promise I can show you every single step and every single iteration, but I can promise you that I will share as much of it as I can. And then in retrospect, maybe take you back to how I got to the point where I released a full branding and the continuum of the brand and iterations in the sub-brand. So there's a lot to talk about and a lot to learn. And I hope you're gleaning something from my experience, from my brick walls and my hurdles that I have to just keep jumping over. Nothing's ever going to be pat and just easy, a cakewalk. It's not going to be that. So we soldier on. See you next time. Bye-bye.